They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win. MP, you win the Player of the Month so much, we should...
You guys inspire us. We love you. You're the best. We've got nothing but love for you.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. And tonight, we'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Victor Wembanyama.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And the starting group for the Spurs, they've got Wembanyama, the dude out there with Webb. Then there's Valentine. And for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Then it's Cardinal. Then there's Hunter. And it's Jerome in at the point. What better way to start a new year than with NBA hoops. Craig, not feeling tired, are you? We got a long way to go here, partner.
Oh, I'm feeling good. Hopefully these players can say the same. I'm sure many of them did stay up a wee bit past their bedtime last night.
Here's the dude coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, the dude.
Well, you talk about a player displaying complete dominance on the floor. This is it. And it seemed like he could do no wrong as he was a factor in really every facet of the game. A truly remarkable performance.
And guys, there's no question that MP's team is one of the best on offense. And they want to prove that good offense wins over good defense.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things shake out in other leagues. They say defense wins championships, but in the NBA, it's become possible to outshoot your opponent on any given night. This should be a fun matchup.
For some news on MP, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, as you know, MP and his team have a reputation for lighting up the scoreboard. When I asked him if we should expect another offensive barrage tonight, MP told me that's what we do, David. Every team comes in thinking they can lock us down, but I've got news for them. They can't. He's got mad confidence, Kevin.
He does. I love that kid. He does, David, indeed. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
When you have an elite wingspan like Jared Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
The dude, good. The dude's got his second basket.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
Pass to Cardinal. Mobley is screened. To the paint. It's picked off. Fast break. Here we go. Lets the three fly. And no good that time. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Jerome passes to Mobley. Inside. Banked in off the glass.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's the dude. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Wembanyama's got 5 now. Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Hunter finds Allen. Back to Hunter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Stan, here we are watching DeAndre Hunter. What impresses you most about his game?
Well, I like how steady he has been since he came into the league. I like the fact that he's a guy who can make shots but doesn't need the ball a lot. And I especially like, Kevin, that he's just a guy who figures out what needs to be done, and he's willing to do any of it to help his team win.
What a great intangible, right? To shift during a game and, like you said, give the team what they need at that moment. Here is Cardinal. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Hunter kicks to Mobley. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Spurs leading by 3. Here's the dude. Good work there as it goes. The dude's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Mobley. Scoreless thus far. Cardinal passes to Jerome. Here's Mobley. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Raptors. Here's Jerome, defended by Wembanyama. Here's Allen. Scored the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
And Allen's a competitor. He knows what his job is, and he has to be a major presence inside. He has to have the ability to score points down low. A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's Jerome. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. For the 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Jerome's got 5.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And the Cavaliers with possession here, following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's the dude. He's got 8. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Wembanyama outside. Over Mobley. And it falls over the rim and in. 7 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Hunter. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
And it's his decision-making. Hunter looking like a surgeon the way he operated that pick and roll.
Valentine's shot, good.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Allen outside. Hunter on the wing. Back to Allen. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And nice dime from Hunter there. An unselfish player who knows how to look for his teammates.
To the middle. Here's the dude. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now here's Allen. 9 points last game. Mobley right side. Here's Cardinal. Rebound San Antonio. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Well, watching the film, I thought they did a great job playing with energy.
Clearly a foul.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for San Antonio.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint.
We're going out there. No let up.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Evan Mobley is out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Pirtle. Then it's Wiggins. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Now Aldama. Still without a basket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mobley. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the dude in the last outing against the Raptors put on a show. He tallied 50 points, and as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
A nice shot by Sohan.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Aldama. Down low. Here's Cisse. Count it.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's the dude. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Pirtle. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. The dude passes to Valentine. Here's the dude. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
To the inside, it's stolen by Wembanyama. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Spurs have hit just 2 free throws in 5 attempts today.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Here's Jerome. 5 points in the game. Allen finds Aldama. Here's Mobley. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Oh, great ball movement there.
Cavaliers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's Jerome. To halt the run. Second chance shot. Mobley misses.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Over to the left wing. Pass to the dude. Spurs passing it around. Shot clock at 5. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Cans it from downtown. Valentine's got 5.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Now a look at the stats for DeAndre Hunter.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Jerome passes to Wiggins. Here's Mobley. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more. San Antonio leading by 23. Pass to the dude. All alone. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. That's tipped. Aldama with the ball. Last time 14 points for him. Jerome passes to Wiggins. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Wiggins has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. The Spurs have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6. The first free throw is good. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
Here is Cardinal. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Pass to Hunter. Mobley the pass to Jerome. And the 3 off target.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Hunter on the wing. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hunter's got 6.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Stolen by Allen. Ball stolen. Here's Wembanyama. score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
Pass to Cardinal. 6 to shoot. Hunter the screen. The tray. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And that one's good. The dude's got 26 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here is Cardinal. He has 5. Pass to Jerome. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him.
Right.
Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Wow. Ripped away. Vassell outside. Here's Sohan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jared Allen. The Spurs have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. The free throw drops for Sohan. The Spurs making a switch here. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Jerome passes to Cardinal. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Hunter the pass to Jerome. Here's Eldama. Here's Jerome. He's got 7. A three-pointer is right on target. Jerome's got 5 points now this quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Cleveland's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Jerome, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Webb. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Hunter kicks to Cardinal. Off target with his 3. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pass to the dude. Here's Webb. Lets it go from deep, and he's good on the 3-ball. Webb's got 5.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Spurs out in front, running away with it. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you.
Okay, fellas, now a look at the sharpshooters lining up for the three-point contest. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. We're seeing a tremendous game from the dude.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. The dude out there with Webb. Then there's Valentine. Then there's Wembanyama.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Jerome. Now, here's Hunter. And it's blocked.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The three. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Well, Cleveland shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And here is Hunter. He's got 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Mobley. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
To the middle. From in close. And that one's good. The dude. The dude's got 4 this quarter.
Well, not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
Hunter on the wing over Valentine. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Wembanyama outside. Good on the triple. Wembanyama's got 12 in the game.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Allen surveying the D. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Wednesday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And you know, for that matchup with Denver, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. The NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and you're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. And this format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. Hunter on the wing. Allen dishes to Hunter. Back to Allen. Here's the teardrop. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The dude. Basket is good. The assist from Webb. 36 points for the dude.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Cardinal passes to Hunter. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hunter's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Spurs have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Jerome passes to Cardinal. From deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some. Cardinals got 8 points.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Valentine kicks to Webb. The Spurs working the ball around now. Here's the three. The shot by Valentine, no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Jerome. He's got 10. Allen finds Hunter. Here is Cardinal. Now Hunter. No good on the three. Here's Webb. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Jerome. Hunter on the wing. The layup missed.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Inside, here's Mobley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting...
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Santi Aldama is out there with Evan Mobley. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And it's Wiggins missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Jerome. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
The dude. Basket is good. The assist from Webb. Webb's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Cleveland has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Jerome. Up and in on the layup. Jerome's got 19 points.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Here's the dude. Takes it inside. Count that one. The dude's got 44.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Pass to Jerome. Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but how hard is that transition for the players to go from college to the pros?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams?
I do.
15 of them.
I know it.
And the pace of the game, everything happens faster. So all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
Jared Allen's checked in for the Cavaliers. Hunter comes in for Wiggins. Allen dishes to Hunter. A baseline J. Another shot. Pass to Aldama. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Mobley. At the elbow, Hunter. Over Price. And there's Hunter on the assist by Mobley. Mobley's got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's the dude. Here's Kalmuski. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Jerome. Mobley outside. Pass to Jerome. Here's Aldama. Cleveland moving it around. Mobley outside. From the arc. A rebound by the Spurs. The dude's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. Here's Price. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Price has got his first basket of the night.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Jerome passes to Mobley. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a...
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time. The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Victor Wembanyama.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort. Who knows? But that's something that needs to change.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Then there's Achua. Then there's Dillingham. And it's Jones in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Spurs, they've got Castle. He's out there with Wembanyama. And it's Dennis in at center, filling out the middle. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Now here's Edwards. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's the dude. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Over Wembanyama. Edwards can't hit. And we're about a minute into the first. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Outside Edwards for 3. Sinks it from distance.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
And Allie LaForce spoke with Kenny Atkinson. Allie?
He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Dillingham. The Spurs making their last shot. That one falls.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Pass to Dennis. Here's the dude. Here's Castle. Here's the dude. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Shot clock at 3. The 3 from Wembanyama. And he buries his first look.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
McDaniels with it. Pass to Edwards. Corner shot. Unable to get that one.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
The dude's shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And Edwards, here we go. Deflected.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Here's the dude. Guarded by Edwards. Dennis gets the bucket.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Timberwolves trail by 4. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
If they want to beat these guys this time, They have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
And as we start up the new year, here's a glimpse at the new power rankings. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that fourth spot.
When I look at San Antonio, they've proven most people right. An outstanding team, a squad that's going to be very difficult to knock out.
Here's Dillingham. He picked up 15 in their last win against the Trailblazers in Portland. No good from outside. Spurs lead by 4. From behind the arc. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. It's Edwards on the wing to the paint. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And as the season rolls on, let's look at the leaderboard. The best bigs from beyond the arc. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
Big men who can stretch the floor come at a premium. He's a poster child for that.
Yeah, and that makes him one of the more challenging matchups that any defense is going to face. I mean, who do you put on him? A perimeter defender or a low post guy? It's really a conundrum.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of this game. And so he hits both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
To the middle. A shot to stop the run. McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. The 3 is up. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter.
Man, starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And Minnesota with possession here. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. McDaniels can't hit. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Pass to Edwards. Six on the shot clock to stop the drought. Dennis with a rebound.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
The dude passes to Wembanyama. Here's the dude. McDaniels covering. Back to Wembanyama. Pass to the dude. Spurs need to get one up here. Castle for 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's the pick. And here's Dillingham from the arc. San Antonio with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
The 3 from Wembanyama knocks down the long J. Wembanyama's got 8.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Achua. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. The Spurs making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. Here's Edwards. And the 18-footer right on the mark. Edwards gotten his second bucket.
That's his second make in 7 attempts. Not the start he was hoping for.
Inside, Dennis. Off with the layup. Timberwolves trail by 14. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Dillingham. McDaniels from long range. That shot off the mark. San Antonio has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Jones with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. And Minnesota with possession here. It's a 10-point game. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. We've got Jeremy Sohan. And it's Valentine in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's the dude. Out left to the wing. Pass to Valentine. Nails it from 3. He has 6. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Spurs?
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, the dude in their last time out against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He had 46 points and did what he always does. He got others involved. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Price, the pass to Davison. Here's Webb. Puts up a 3. He buries it from 3. Webb's got 6.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And the three-pointer goes.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
The dude hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Down low. San Antonio with a rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on, and a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Here's the dude. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Price. Over Clark. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Price has got his first 2 points.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Just 5 on the clock. From 20 feet. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Trailing by 19, coming off a win against the Blazers.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Here's Webb. He's got 6. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Webb's got 6 points in the quarter.
Slowly building up steam. Hit 1 from range in the first. He's hit 2 here in the second.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Clark. Price pulls it in.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Kept alive. Here's Webb. The dude passes to Webb. Over quickly. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
The kick out to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Here's the dude. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 19.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Pass to Clark. Takes a 13-footer. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Clark. Edwards got 15.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Timberwolves trail by 17. And it's Webb with a rebound. The Spurs have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Stripped away. And here they come. Here's Edwards. He can't hit that time. San Antonio leading by 17. From deep three-point range. Can't get that one to go. And now just 3 of 10 shooting.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. San Antonio has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ had did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
And for the Spurs, they're shooting around 53%, a nice number. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
The length of McDaniels, a big factor at both ends.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
In their previous game, he simply...
And so the San Antonio Spurs up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. We'll be right back.
Greetings, everyone. Let's first, in the Western Conference, the dude.
I've been really impressed watching him. I mean, he's facilitating this.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the San Antonio Spurs. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We say
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Then there's Dillingham. Then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's Jones in at the 5 spot. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Edwards. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Castle.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Pass to Edwards. Back to Achua. Here's Dillingham. Takes a 3. The rebound by the Spurs. The Dudes got 7 rebounds in the game.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Guarded by Edwards. That one's good for 2. He's got 6.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, 3-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside McDaniels. A shot from the high post. Can't hit that one. Here's San Antonio now. They're on an 11-2 run. The Dude gets the bucket.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it. McDaniels got 8.
They just look sweeter falling from the corner, don't they, those threes? McDaniels more than serviceable from deep.
The Dude gets the bucket.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards. And a nice finish on the layup. 18 points for him.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Pass to Dennis. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
The Timberwolves have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. McDaniels from long range. Sends it home from 3-point land. McDaniels got 6 points in the quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 18. Outside Achua. From outside the arc. The Dude with the rebound. The Dude's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Webb passes to the Dude. McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 19. Left side Edwards. There's the triple. That shot is off.
You can't seem to find the range here in the second. He did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
The Dude's shot is off. The Timberwolves shooting about 31% here in quarter number 3. Pass to Achua. Throws it up high. Ooh, it's stolen. Here's the dude. Here's Dennis. Here's Castle. Give him 8 points now. 4 on the clock. The 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Castle's got 11 points.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Outside McDaniels. And here's Edwards outside. Again, the miss by Edwards.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Pass to Castle. Here's the dude. 20 points for him. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
He's hitting everything from deep, just flat out torching this defense.
And for Minnesota, they're shooting 35% so far in this one. McDaniels passes to Achua. Outside Edwards. Fires for 3. The shot that time not on target.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second-chance opportunities.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Jones. Clark comes in for Achua. And Emmanuel quickly subbed in for Anthony Edwards. Here's Dillingham. 9 points in the game. Quickly passes to McDaniels. And that time also a missed shot. San Antonio's gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. And the shot goes down.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Dillingham. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by San Antonio.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Quickly passes to McDaniels. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And here's the fast break. Pass to Webb. Here's the dude, guarded by Quickly. The dude passes to Sohan. And they'll get another chance.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
The Timberwolves shooting just around 32% from the field. The 3 from Quickly. Sohan with a rebound.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
Guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Dillingham. And here's Quickly. Just 3 to shoot. Looking to win the run. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Quickly's got 10 points.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
Here's the dude, guarded by Quickly. Sohan, the pass to the dude. Here's Valentine. He has 6. Pass to Webb. Beyond the arc. They get it back.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The first one falls. Here's the dude. And the layup is good off the glass. The dude's got 16 points here in the second half.
A tale of two halves. After a slow start, he's turning his offense around.
They've got Castle, Devin Vassell out there with Jeremy Sohan. And it's Dennis in at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
The dude gets the bucket.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Quickly. Oh, he picked him clean. Here's Sohan. Here's Dennis. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Clark's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Quickly. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game. And for San Antonio, they're shooting a solid 53% from the floor. Edwards comes with a double team. Here's Dennis. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
McDaniels finds Edwards. From downtown, pure from 3-point range. Edwards got 26 points.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
For Minnesota, they've gone 7 for 11 so far in the 4th. Launches it. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And there's not a ton of time left, but they're still in the game.
Hard not to wonder if maybe they left it until too late. I mean, they finally started to make some things happen, but at this point, they almost have to be perfect the rest of the way.
The dude uses the glass on the layup. The dude's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. The three-pointer off the mark.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Good work there as it goes. And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
Chalk up 2 there.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Quickly outside. McDaniels a screen. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Over Castle. And it's Quickly with a miss. Spurs lead by 23. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Wembanyama's checked in for Vassell. And the three-point contest is one of the highlights of All-Star Weekend. Here are some of the contenders who have a shot to compete in the event.
And perhaps that list changes a little between now and All-Star Weekend, but I would have no problems if those guys end up competing.
You look at Wembanyama, he's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the three-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc, and he certainly has the ability to do so.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated. You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
And Clark, we're seeing greater parity league-wide, but there's still those teams wandering the wilderness.
Yeah, and some of that is due to teams failing to draft well. You've got to be a little lucky, but you also have to be good in your draft selections. And it's not enough to have a high pick. It's really what you do with whatever picks you have in getting it right.
Now here's Jones. McDaniels from long range. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. The dude gets the bucket.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Wembanyama against Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. Achua with a screen. Fires the 3. Dillingham, no good.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Here's the dude. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Outside Achua. Pass to Edwards. McDaniels from long range. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Sohan, the pass to the dude. Now Wembanyama. Over Edwards. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Wembanyama's got 21 points in the game.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Spurs.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for the dude.
You know, getting a triple-double isn't easy because I never had one of those, but somehow he made it look easy, just showing you how versatile his game is.
Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
Here's the dude. Outside for Wembanyama. From deep. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. Takes the three. He can't get that one to fall. Here's the dude. McDaniels covering. They set a pick. Going inside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you next time.
Great win tonight, MP.
Be careful. These fans boo Santa, and you ain't no Santa.
Welcome to the 2K TV Rap Party.
We are bringing the community together for some friendly competition, give you all some 2K gaming tips, and just have an all-around great time.
Yeah, we're having fun. It's our summer.
It's your world. We just live it.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good young, we all grow old. In a world where you never defeat you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. Easy to say, so they say. Be a good boy, Johnny. Don't you ever play with? So they say, so they say. You gotta crawl before you're fucking they say.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Let's take a look at the numbers for Victor Wembanyama.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
And the starting group for the Spurs. They've got Victor Wembanyama. Webb out there with the dude. Then it's Castle. And for the 76ers, we've got Booker. And it's McCain in at the 2. Right about the middle of the season right now, RJ. When do you think it's most important for a team to be hitting its stride?
Finding its stride at any part of the year is great. You want that momentum, but the goal is to start to peak right before the playoffs so you have a great stretch when it counts most.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Webb. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, Wembanyama turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. The dude Here's Gary. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. A nice shot by Booker.
This is Booker at his most dangerous. No hesitation right there.
Here's the dude, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Devin Booker. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of this game. And he's good on the second. Here's Booker. He had 25 points last game. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the 76ers making a change here. Maxi's checked in. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Driving the lane. Here's Webb. Off target from three-point range.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Snatched away. To the wing on the left. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Webb's got 6 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
San Antonio with the ball. After the missed 3 from Tyrese Maxey. Here's Alexander. He had 15 points last outing. Another miss by Philadelphia. Burks against Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Sinks the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And a moment here to recognize the Western Conference Player of the Month, the Dude.
And the way that he has been able to kind of create something out of nothing for his teammates has been remarkable. Fantastic and timely passing combined with his vision is something that all players should aspire to have.
Now, here's Burks. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Kept alive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities. Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 7-point differential. Rebound, San Antonio.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Down low. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And that one's good, the Dude.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time. Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Let's take this chance to bring you now the hottest shooters from downtown this month. Victor Wembanyama is second.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
And so here is Philadelphia. After the miss from the dude. Pass to McCain. There's the pick. There's the triple. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Here's Castle. Basket is good. The assist from Webb. Castle's got 7 points in the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's McCain. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. And that one is stuffed right through.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Maxey. Off target at the rim.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
And there's a whistle. There's a foul. That's going to go on the dude. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Jeremy Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
And a moment here to check out the stats for the dude. He's averaging 48 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds. And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pass to Maxey. Going inside, uses the glass to finish the layup.
I just love the pace that Maxey plays at, constantly applying pressure to the defense.
To the inside, the dude, and Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Maxey passes to Burks. Back to Maxey. Connects from three-point range. Maxey's got 7 points.
So locked in from range, Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
The three. The dude grabs the miss.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Drives to the hoop, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now, Sohan, after the missed three from Tyrese Maxey. Pass to Castle. Here's the dude. He's coming off a 40-point game against Minnesota.
Okay, look, when you play aggressively, you can really get to the line. Just ask him.
The 76ers trail by 5. Here's McCain. Out left to the wing. Here's Kennedy. And he's on the money with his first shot today. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Pass to the dude. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Maxey.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
The Spurs shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That's good from the dude. Valentine's checked in for Castle. A Both free throws good from the dude. 76ers trailing. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the dude in the last outing against Minnesota was a man determined. He scored 40 points and a triple-double for all that effort. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Now Webb, after the missed three from the dude. From outside the arc, it's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Out to the right wing. Maxey passes to Lyles. Here's McCain. Maxey on the wing. Hits it from three-point range. Maxey's got 10 points in the game.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
The 76ers trail by 5. Lyles with it, now guarded by the dude, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Duncan, he's checked in for the 76ers. San Antonio make. Sixers making a switch here. Rupert's checked in.
You got this, MP.
Embiid from outside. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. On the floor for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's Castle. And it's the dude. And it's Phillips. And at the 5, down low. Here's the dude. He's got 11. Just 5 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Launches it. That is good. And the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Maxey.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
They grab their own miss. And Phillips gets it to go.
He saw a path to the rim, and he took it. The defense just couldn't stop him.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Embiid finds Maxey. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Maxey's got 8 here in the quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Rupert. It's not going to go for him. Nice defense by Vassell.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Now, here's Maxey. Last game we saw him score 14. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Vassell, right side. Yep, that one goes in there. The dude's got 13 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Maxey looking it over. Rebounded by Castle. San Antonio leading by 5. Here's Phillips. And Embiid with the block.
The timing on the rejection, Embiid's feel for when to go after blocks is ridiculous.
Here's McCain. He's got 5. Poked loose and stolen by Vassell. Pass to Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And the shot goes down. Phillips has got his second bucket.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And here is Lyles. Still yet to score. Another miss by Philadelphia. Wembanyama passes to the dude. And it's Vassell in the corner. Fires from the wing. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. The 76ers trail by 9. Here's McCain. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Joel Embiid.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Oh, there is nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
Here's the dude. Here he goes. And he banks in the layup. The dude's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pass to McCain. Back to Maxey. And the basket by Dennis. And it's an 11-point Spurs lead.
His playmaking is trending in the right direction. Vassell has shown steady growth in that area.
Here's McCain. He's got 5. Burks a screen on Vassell. Back to Maxey. And there's a whistle. There's a foul. That's going to go on the dude. That'll be his second foul of the game. Maxey with it. 18 points for him. From deep. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's the dude. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. The 76ers shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And now, a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in Miami where they'll take on the Heat. And then on Tuesday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
San Antonio making a switch here. Davison's checked in.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket for Maxey. And here is Vassell. Following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. And that one's good. The dude.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Kennedy, defended by Wembanyama. Here's Alexander. Rebound, San Antonio.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
And it goes down 2 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Alexander. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. It's blocked.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Bounce pass Maxey. Here's Alexander. Connects on the 17-footer. Alexander's got 5 now.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Here's the dude. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and
And so it's San Antonio, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
Well, right now for the Spurs, they're the best team in the league, and they know it. When you're the biggest dog, throw that muscle around, keep the rest of the pack in line.
Listen, nobody should be surprised by how they're playing. This team is loaded.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Spurs.
They're really hitting the boards, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as the rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the O'Neal stamp of approval, which is hard to earn. Congrats, guys.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Spurs leading by 17. Here's the dude. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
He's been pretty careless with the ball. 4 turnovers is a stat you do not want next to your name.
They've got Alexander, and it's Booker in at the 1 spot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Booker's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the 76ers. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Alexander. Pass to Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the All-Star, Devin Booker, an incredible scoring guard.
Since the moment he got drafted by the Phoenix Suns, he has been a beacon of consistency. Every single year he gets better. Every single year he adds something to his game. That's why Devin Booker is one of the best guards in this league.
Here's the dude. It's hauled in by Kennedy. The 76ers trail by 13. On the wing, Booker. Three-pointer. That shot off.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Spurs shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And the basket by Castle.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Alexander. The 76ers with another miss. San Antonio leading by 16. Pass to the dude. Got a hand on it. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's McCain. And the 3 ball is good. McCain's got 8 points.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
Big miscommunication. on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's McCain. Another three for Philadelphia.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Maxey's checked in for Booker. Both free throws good from the dude. The 76ers trail by 14. Pass to Kennedy. Outside, Maxey. McCain. Off target from outside. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Got that one up quick. 11 points in the game.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting teams. Fourth, the 76ers.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. There's the pick. Here's Burks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Victor Wembanyama? He's averaging 14 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, this last stretch, it has been unbelievable to watch him get going on the glass. And it's been reflective in the stat sheet.
And it's good, 2 points.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Maxey passes to Kennedy. I got him. Picked off in midair. And they're running. And that one's good. The dude's got 27.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Phillips, he's checked in for the Spurs. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
I got ball.
Outside, Maxey. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers with another miss.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Kick it out, man. Kick it out.
Here's the dude. 27 points for him. Shot left block. Pass to Wembanyama.
Get there.
Here's the dude. Here's Castle. He's covered by Maxey. They set the pick. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Webb. Lays it up off the glass. Webb's got 10 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Kennedy. Here's Alexander. Now Maxey. They need this. Another miss by Maxey.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Pass to the dude. Back to Webb. Another one falls for San Antonio. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for San Antonio.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Another one falls for San Antonio.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Philadelphia shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Here's McCain. 11 points in the game. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got 25 points in the game. And he drives in. The dude misses. Philadelphia's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. McCain buries it from three-point range. McCain's got 9 points now in just the second half. To the paint, here's Castle. Pass to the dude. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The 76ers have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Lyles checked in.
Maxey straight.
And so Booker will bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 11. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Webb out there with Jeremy Sohan. And it's the dude. Then it's Castle.
Throw out those analytics. When Booker is taking a 15, 20-footer, that's a great look for him and his squad.
The dude misses. Booker with it. Now defended by the dude. From the stripe. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Devin Booker.
People first think of Booker as an outside shooter, but he does a lot of his work in the lane.
Pass to Castle. Here's the dude, defended by Booker. The dude passes to Sohan. Here's the dude. Spurs working the ball around now. Pocket 2. Castle misses. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Shoots. Maxey, no good. San Antonio leading by 7. Inside, here's the dude. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First one falls for him. And the Spurs making a change here. Wembanyama's checked in. Both free throws good from the dude.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
This one for 3. Maxey, no good.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
And that one's good. The dude. The dude's got 31 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's McCain. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Here's Wembanyama. Releases from the wing and drills it. And the Spurs lead by 11.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Driving inside. McCain's shot is off. Here's the dude. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Maxey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Getting up and finishing. Maxey leaving no doubt.
Wembanyama looking it over. Got that bucket in no time at all. The 76ers trail by 11. And there's a whistle. There's a foul. That's going to go on the dude. That's his 5th foul.
And one more foul, and he's out of here. Got to be careful from here on out.
Alexander's checked in for the 76ers. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Here's McCain. Embiid with the screen on Webb. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Good on the shot. 33 points for the dude.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Embiid the screen. Fires the 3. McCain's shot is off. Spurs leading by 13. Pass to the dude. And McCain pulls it down. McCain's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Maxey's got 33.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he can really use some help.
Here's the dude. Good, nice job down low. And the Spurs lead by 12.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Embiid. A rebound by the Spurs. The dude's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside for Wembanyama. Shoots over Lyles. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. To the middle. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Alexander.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Inside, the dude, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Here's McCain, guarded by Webb. Clock at 6. Embiid the screen. Here's Alexander. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The 76ers trail by 14. Here's McCain. A 3-ball. Missed it for the 8th time in 15 tries from the floor.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Here's Maxey. Pass to McCain. Now, here's Burks. He's guarded closely. Here's Alexander. Defended by Wembanyama. They set the pick. Top of the key. The dude grabs the miss. The dude's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the left wing. Launches a 3. And it's Victor Wembanyama with the 3. Wembanyama's got 10 points here in the second half. Pass to McCain. Burks a screen on Webb. Here's McCain. No good again that time.
And you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
The dude passes to Wembanyama. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Maxey with the screen on Wembanyama. Pass to McCain. Shoots the 3. That shot off.
Another missed 3, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That's good from the dude. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Here's Alexander. Booker with no one around knocks down the three ball. Booker's got 7 points for the quarter.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
And that one's good, the dude.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Here's McCain. Booker outside. No one near him. And that one, good.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Here's the dude, and that one is hammered home.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Back to Booker. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter of this one. No good on the triple. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 17-7 run. Spurs passing it around. Now Webb to the wing right side. 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for San Antonio.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the dude.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
The Spurs making a switch here. Both free throws good from the dude. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's McCain. Makes it off the glass. Here's Wembanyama. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to McCain. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kennedy. And here's Booker from the arc. Here's the dude, and he goes in for the dunk.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching.
You are the straw that stirs the drink. Good win. Let's keep it going. You ready to give these fans what they paid for?
Welcome to the 2K TV Rap Party.
We are bringing the community together for some friendly competition, give you all some...
MP, you're about to go off.
Coming up next, the Spurs taking on the Kings. For San Antonio, a stellar year has put them at the top of the Western Conference. First place doesn't come easy. They've worked for it. Kings, Spurs, just moments away right after this. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line, and it's been fun to watch.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. They've got DeAndre Ayton, and it's LaRavia in at the 3. And for the Spurs, and in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, B.A., most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. Here's the dude. Outside Wembanyama. There's a screen. And he buries his first look.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Snow. From outside, off the mark. Here's Castle. Rebound by Sacramento. They defeated Utah in their last game.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in when they could.
Yeah, the last game it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. Pass to the dude. First quarter of play, a minute in. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. How they'll go about defending DeAndre Ayton came up, and Coach told me once Ayton gets deep, it's too late. We need to find him early and not let him set up down low. Push him out to the line. That's a lot to be pushing around with Ayton being as big as they come, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. The dude passes to Wembanyama. James with the rebound.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Snow, no good.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
And you look at the Kings, Brent. They've had several name changes over the years of their franchise.
Yeah, before becoming the Sacramento Kings, they were the Rochester Royals, and then the Cincinnati Royals, and then the Kansas City Kings, and then all of a sudden, let's get to the West Coast, and here comes the state capital of Sacramento. It's not really affected the winning, though, has it, B.A.?
The Kings have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. James passes to Snow. To the inside. Aiden, no good.
Now, so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Castle misses.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Pass to James. Here's Laravia. 4-3. And he buries his first look.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Yes, it's good.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Snow. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Over the last month, these are the highest scoring teams in the NBA. Number 1, the Spurs.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately, running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Laravia passes to Snow. Into the lane. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's the dude. Pass to Castle. Clock is at 3. Spurs need to get one up here. Wembanyama, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Laravia. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Here's the dude. Blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
To the paint. Poke loose. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Here's Snow, and he dunks it down.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. And so here's Sacramento. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they faced the Spurs.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
And that one's good.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Here's Snow. He's got 10. James outside. Pass to Snow. Here's Laravia. Sacramento shooting their second and third shots at the line here. First one falls for him. That one's no good. And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. Trailing by 2, coming off that win against the Sixers.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
And Sacramento has possession, following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's the dude. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Outside Wembanyama. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Wembanyama's got 5.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
James passes to Laravia. Here's Prosper. Pass to Snow. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
The dude. Here he goes.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the dude, in their last time out against the 76ers, put on a show. He finished with 47 points, and he also dished out plenty of assists, something we're used to seeing. A virtuoso performance that will be remembered for a very long time. Brian?
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Now here's Monk. He had a big outing in that Jazz game as well. Sohan outside to the middle. Monk with a steal. Here's Ward. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
With the drive. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Time called here. The Kings decide to talk it over. Kings trail by 5. We've got Jeremy Sohan, also Devin Vassell out there, and it's Castle in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
There seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Snow gets the bucket.
And that's his second in this quarter, guys. He's made 3 so far this game and is showing no signs of slowing down.
Here's the dude. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Sacramento has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Now Monk. Pass to Snow. He's off on the layup. San Antonio trailing here. Inside, lets it fly. Nails the baby hook. The dude's got 16 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside Davis from deep three-point land. Rebound by San Antonio.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And the basket by Castle.
If the defender is giving them that much space, the points are inevitable.
Outside Monk. Pass to Ward. Here's Davis. He's guarded by Vassell. Here's Snow. There's the three. Vassell with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Can't get it to fall. On the wing, Davis. He's scoreless. And so here's Sacramento. It's a three-point game. Jacks up a three.
And this is Vassell's calling card. Suffocating defense.
Davis can't hit. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The dude. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it. Kings trail by 3. Here's Snow. He's got 18. On target from range. Snow's got 9 points in the quarter.
His third shot from downtown this quarter. 4 for the game.
Prosper's checked in for the Kings. James comes in for Monk. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's the dude. Second chance effort. The rebound by Ware. Sacramento has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Ward. He's guarded by Vassell. James with the ball. He had 16 in the win against Utah. Pass to Ward. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Snow. And rejected. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Phillips is checked in for San Antonio. Spurs shooting efficiently. 50% so far. Here's the dude. He's got 16.
Yeah, look at me.
Blocked.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Down low. Nails the baby hook. The dude's got 18 points in the game. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
To the inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Firing up the 2K leaderboard. The NBA's leaders in shooting over the last month. Number 1, the Spurs. The Kings, 4th.
And lately, both teams have been shooting the lights out. You know, each is hoping that this trend continues moving forward.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. The Kings trailing. James outside. Pass to Snow. Uncovered. Good as the jump shot falls. Snow's got 23 points. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. The Kings have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. James outside. Inside. And he banks in the layup. Snow's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's the dude. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
And here's James. No points so far. Here's Ward. Three-pointer, no good. San Antonio leading. Here's the dude. Crosses over. Jams it in off a great move.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
The Kings have gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. James deciding where to go with it. Six to shoot. Pass to Snow. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Back come the Kings in transition. Here's Ward. Buries the corner three. Ward's got 5 points. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
They have also been superb at blocking shots. Just the timing has been impeccable, setting the tone on the defensive end and making those guys think about what they're doing with the ball.
Neither side willing to relent.
And that's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Here's Snow. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And Sacramento making a change here. And he sinks the second. The Spurs have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. The dude gets the bucket.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
The Kings have gone 8 of 15 in the second. Pass to Aiden. James outside. Here's Snow. Clock at 4. With the teardrop. And he sinks the layup. Snow's got 30.
He played well in the first quarter, but now he's taking it to the next level.
Here's the dude driving in. And yep, it's good. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Pass to James. 1:57 left to play in the first half of basketball. Snow, no good.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now, here is James. No points yet. Pass to LaRavia. Here's Prosper. Now James. The 3 ball. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's the dude. Oh, Wembanyama making it look easy.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
From the wing, San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to the dude. Oh, swiped away. Out to the right wing. And it's Larabia missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
He takes it in. The dude's shot is off. Kings trail by 6. Now here's Ayton. Out to the wing. Here's Snow. 30 points in the game. To win the drought. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so the San Antonio Spurs leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
We're back again. Welcome. It's that time again to take a peek at how the mid-season power rankings are shaping up.
Looking at San Antonio, they've certainly earned that top spot. If they aren't the clear title favorites, they're on the short list.
Yeah, they got championship DNA, RNA, amino acids, you name it. Professor Shaq knows all about it.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Sacramento Kings.
They're doing some good things. Rebounding is not one of them. Maybe try a bigger lineup in the second half. Maybe run more guys to the boards. Maybe both.
Listen to Coach O'Neal.
Thanks as always.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Taking a look at Sacramento, they've got James, and it's Snow in at the point guard position. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Good on both. Spurs lead by 4. Here's the dude. Wembanyama, pass to the dude. Inside. Hauled in by the Kings. It's off to L.A. after this game, where they'll face the Clippers. That'll wrap up the short 2-game road trip to the paint. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Outside Wembanyama. To the inside, the dude. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And he drops the first. Hits both from the stripe. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 6. Here's Snow. The shot's good on the assist by James. Snow's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's the dude. 3-pointer. Tries again, and he lays it up and in.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
James outside. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Ayton with a screen from deep three-point land. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds now. Down low. Here's the dude. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And it's a 7-point Spurs lead. And it's the Kings with the ball. Pass to Prosper. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. It's good. Snow's got 37.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Outside Wembanyama. And there's the screen. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Victor Wembanyama.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
Sacramento calls timeout. And now a look at the toughest defenses around the league. Number 1, San Antonio. The Kings 4th.
Both teams really take pride in their defense and shutting one another down, which is kind of refreshing to see in a league widely dominated by offense.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Snow. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The dude gets the bucket.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Here's James, following the bucket by the Spurs. Over Castle. And that one's good. James has got his first points of the game. Here's the dude. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Snow, the pass to Ayton. Three-pointer. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. And a quick look at how the Sacramento Kings schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for their matchup with the Bulls, anything can happen in the NBA. But they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Kings trail by 9. Pass to LaRavia. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Snow. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And this. Here's Webb. He's got 5. Pass to the dude. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
These are his first free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Ayton hits them both. San Antonio leading. On the take. And the first one at the line is good. He makes 1 or 2 that time. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Ward. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Nice timing as Ayton's up there for the rejection.
And he lobs it up. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Outside Monk. For the tie. Missed it. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. San Antonio on top, up by. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. And it's Webb in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Monk passes to Snow. On the wing, Davis. And a miss there on the triple.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And so here's Sacramento. 6-point game. Now here's Monk. Pass to Snow. From the arc. Buries it from 3. Snow's got 14 points now in the second half.
Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
The Dude passes to Sohan. Here's the Dude. Rebound by the Kings. Monk's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. That's tipped. Here's Snow. And it's Webb with a rebound.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Here's Sohan. Off the mark there with a 3. Kings trail by 3. Pass to Monk. Here's Snow. On the wing, Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. The Kings making a switch here. James is checked in. The Spurs have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. The Dude passes to Wembanyama. The big man, Wemby for 2.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
And so James will bring it up for the Kings. They trail by 3. Now Monk. Four on the clock. To tie it up. The Dude with the rebound. The Dude's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Castle. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Now it's a 5-point Spurs lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
James with the ball. Pass to Snow. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for San Antonio.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Snow's got 48. Pass to Castle. To the inside. Here's the Dude. Misses from close range. Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Outside Monk. Here's Snow to take the lead. And again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
To the paint. Here's the dude. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Snow's got 54 points.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
The dude gets the bucket.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
The Kings lead by 3. And here's Monk. Pass to Snow. Here's the 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Sacramento has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Kings lead by 5.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
McDaniels is checked. Here's the dude. Another one goes. Incredible.
Another 50-point game for this man. He's having a historic year.
And he's close to the 4th most 50-point games in a single season. Here's James. Five on the clock. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Pass to Snow. Shakes him. The dude with the rebound. The dude's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Wembanyama. Down low. And Ayton pulls it down. Sacramento has gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. Now, here is James. Pass to Snow. Out to James. And the 3 off target.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Over to the wing. He drops it from range. And the Spurs lead by 4.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Pass to LaRavia. Lets it go from deep. San Antonio with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Castle. There's the drive. Good. And the assist to Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 7 assists in the game. 1:50 left in the game. Here's Snow to stop the run. Good! That's another bucket!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Here's the dude. Pass to Castle. Here's Wembanyama. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Wembanyama's got 9 points in the quarter. Here's Snow. Driving inside. Got a hand on it. There's 1:12 left in the final quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. To the wing, right side. Here's the dude. Shot clock at 5. Unloads. And Aiden pulls it down.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Snow gets the bucket.
Showing off the dribble moves. Able to create for himself. I love it.
2 points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
.35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the dude to the wing on the left. Castle. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Now a timeout by Sacramento. We've got 22 seconds left in the final quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
Larabia passes to Snow. Oh, and he blocks it off. Yet another bucket.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Timeout called. Sacramento. They trail by 6. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, he buries it from outside.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Pass to James. And so it's San Antonio with the W. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it.